Bronny James, the son of Lebron James. A lot of people has been talking about how this dude ain't NBA ready. Even scouts, NBA scouts, has been talking about how he might need to go back to college. But you also have the other side that are talking about how he's ready now and can develop now in the NBA level. By the end of this video, we will be covering his strength, his weaknesses, and his overall situation as Bronny James is entering the 2024 NBA draft. And at the end of this video, I will have a bonus topic for you guys, so stick around at the end. And guys, if you think you're a certified bucket getter, smash that like button for me if you really got it like that. And if you love the game of basketball and you have passion for it, subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification button, as I will be making videos for you guys every week. And now, let's get to this video, baby. Let's start with Bronny James' weaknesses, what he's lacking. James Jr. was measured at 6'1" without shoes, and apparently with shoes on, he's about around 6'3", with a 6'7" wingspan. With his size, automatically people will see him as a point guard, but the only problem is, he's not a point guard. Yeah, you might be able to blame it with his situation with USC, because that program had a lot of guards where Bronny didn't had no chance to develop as a point guard itself. Not only he didn't get the chance to develop as a point guard in USC, but also his time at USC was cut short due to his heart problems. Now that situation was very unfortunate, and we don't wish that on anybody, especially someone that's still in their teens and wanting to live out their dreams as a professional basketball player. Luckily, Bronny James was able to recover from that situation, and also he was able to pass the health test that the NBA had for him before going into the combine. Another big question mark that Bronny James has in his game is, what's his true identity as a basketball player? Is he a scorer, a lockdown defender? Is he a team leader? Is his bag deep? What's his go-to move? What he likes to do? We don't really know what his true identity is as a basketball player. And again, it goes back to his situation with college, where he didn't really play much because of the situation he had with his heart. Even in high school, we didn't really see much of his true identity as a basketball player. I mean, high school is high school. Everybody's still finding their way as a basketball player or as a person overall, but at least show some type of little glimpse of who you are as a basketball player in terms of your identity. And we didn't see that much of Bronny, especially if you're trying to get drafted in NBA and being a one and done player. A lot of these NBA players that are one and done, you could basically tell what type of player they are identity wise in high school. Man, the more I break down this list of his weaknesses and what he's lacking, it's, man, I feel like a whole hater right now, but this is, I really want him to succeed. But at the end of the day, we have to be realistic of his situation going into the NBA. Am I being a hater? Let me know and comment down below, and let's talk about this. Let's make this a conversation. Or am I just being realistic? The last thing that I want to talk about when it comes to his weakness is his confidence. Again, we haven't really seen him much. When we don't know how he's going to react when he gets tested, whether that's defensively or offensively. We don't know how he's going to react when he gets tested on both ends. Is he going to hang his head, or is he going to find a way and fight through? Okay, enough on sounding like a hater. Now let's start talking about his strength. We've seen countless of highlights of Bronny James dunking on kids, even in high school. Obviously, one of his strengths off the bat is his athleticism. Genetically, we all know where that came from. Bronny James might not be like his father, who's 6'8", 6'9", with crazy 44-inch vertical. According to the NBA Combine, Bronny James actually finished top 6 on the vertical leap at 40-inch. Because of his athleticism, Bronny James should be a good defensive player. A lot of people are already comparing him, or at least trying to identify him in the lights of Patrick Beverley or Drew Holiday. Those comparisons are quite fair in his stature and his overall situation as a basketball player. One of the things that I do see in Bronny James is he got that intensity in his eyes. Like, this kid is genuinely trying to hoop. Like, you don't find that type of, especially, you know, Bronny is coming from a very wealthy family, you know, LeBron James being a billionaire, and not a lot of wealthy kids coming from that background will have some type of passion to anything, let alone show intensity into a craft that they really love. To my own eyes, that's a big strength because, yo, there's a lot of people in the NBA that don't even have that type of intensity. Bronny James doesn't have to go to the NBA. This kid's already wealthy as hell, but this kid is still out here trying to hoop, man. That says a lot about how much he really loved this game, and I really like that about him. You know what else I like? For you to smash that like button if you made it this far in my video. I mean, you might as well. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. If anything, it's just gonna help this video to get pushed out there in the algorithm. So smash that button right now, that like button. Another strength that Bronny James has is, and I believe this one is one of the biggest one, and a lot of NBA players doesn't have this, is the way how Bronny James carry himself. Rich Paul has talked about this multiple times in a podcast or every time he gets interviewed, that the way how you carry yourself can also make a big difference when it comes to making an NBA roster spot. A great example of an NBA player who carries themselves very well is Tristan Thompson. Rich Paul has mentioned that Tristan Thompson may not be averaging 20-30 points per game, but he carries himself very well that NBA teams want to work with him. Tristan Thompson is only averaging less than 5 points per game. A lot of people don't even know where Tristan Thompson is at right now, but he's still in the NBA with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Having that foundation and seeing LeBron James as your father and how he attacked being an NBA player on a daily basis is a big advantage. Little things like arriving to your workouts 45 to an hour earlier. These type of behaviors shows how professional you are and how serious you really care about being a professional basketball player. When you have these type of habits and you carry it into your daily life as a professional, I guarantee you that it will show into your development as an NBA player. I don't know how many times people in the league or people in general has said this, but talent alone is not going to help you succeed if you don't work hard. Bronny James' IQ has to be one of his assets. Now imagine growing up in a household where your father is LeBron James. The amount of basketball breakdowns LeBron James has done with Bronny must be countless amount of hours. LeBron James has mentioned it multiple times on social media that there's some plays that Bronny James are able to make that some NBA players can't even read. Yeah, you might say that LeBron James is being biased towards his son, but have you seen the NBA lately? There's a lot of players out there that their IQ are so low. You can't really blame them, I guess, because the grassroots of American basketball nowadays is you play way more games than you actually practice, where you learn how to play the game of basketball. Where you compare it to Bronny James, where basketball is being taught since he was probably a damn toddler. At the end of the day, it's very doable for Bronny James to make it to the NBA. And in my own opinion, I think it's going to be great for the league to have a father and son to play in the league at the same time, or even in the same team. How great would that be? And we all know the NBA loves this type of story, so this might be like a high percentage that it's going to happen. As I promised at the beginning of this video, we will add a bonus topic, which is when it comes to all this media attention and the overall pressure, who do you guys think had it worst? LeBron James or Bronny James? Comment down below and let me know what you think, and let's make this a conversation. Let's talk about it. But for me, I think it was worse for LeBron James. If you really look at LeBron James' upbringing, LeBron did not come from a wealthy family. He didn't even have his father growing up. And imagine how hard that would have been for him to find his way as a basketball player and just an overall person at 18 and still being able to make it to the NBA. Man, that's incredible. And not only that, LeBron James was able to surpass and not get in trouble while he's in the NBA. And in Bronny James' point of view, Bronny has all the resources he ever needed to become the basketball player that he is right now. And not only that, Bronny James has a 2-parent household, which is a big difference to what LeBron James had growing up. There has been multiple reports on how great of a kid Bronny James is, and you can't even tell if he's coming from a very wealthy family. And this is a great testimony to how Savannah and LeBron James has raised this young man. All in all, I wish Bronny James the best, and I really do hope that he gets drafted this year, and hopefully he gets to be in this same team as LeBron James. But what about you guys? What do you guys think about Bronny James' future in the NBA? Let me know and comment down below, and let's make this a conversation. And if you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you on the next video.